Ryan Pate is an American citizen who complained about his job on Facebook. But it turns out the company he works for is in the Middle East, in the United Arab Emirates, and they threw him in jail for doing that, for slandering his employer. Well, now his wife hopes that our free speech laws can save him.
He's incredibly remorseful. He's scared to death right now. He's petrified.
Well, Florida Congressman David Jolly is trying to intervene on Ryan Pate's behalf. He joins us now from Washington. Congressman, thanks a lot for coming on this morning. So,
good morning, Tom.
This man, this American citizen, has already spent 10 days in jail in the UAE, and he's looking at another 5 years behind bars for slander. Is the United States government, I know that you are, but is the executive branch intervening in any way to help this man?
I'm pushing them very hard to. Now, I want to clarify something from your lead-in, and this is very important. The singular issue in this case is that Ryan engaged in this online behavior on U.S. soil when he was home in Florida. Right. It was only when he returned to the UAE that then he was detained and imprisoned. I think that has a chilling effect on our constitutionally protected speech.
So he's just to be clear, he's a contractor, an American citizen working in the UAE. And he made some pretty tough comments about his employers and about the citizens of the UAE. The government there was offended. They don't recognize our First Amendment, and they're putting him in jail. Is there any way to save him?
I hope so. And listen, the comments he made were disrespectful. He's owned up to that. They were not threatening in any way. They were made on U.S. soil. So what I've asked is Secretary Kerry to have the State Department intervene, not just attend to this case, but intervene. I've also contacted the Attorney General with the UAE and asked that they grant clemency to Ryan and allow Ryan to return home. I continue to work on this. I'm going to do so every day until his next trial date, which is March 17th.
I mean, this might be a perfect moment for the United States to make a stand, not just on behalf of its citizen, and it should, but on behalf of the freedom of speech, which is the one thing that separates us from the rest of the world, I would say. Are you hopeful that they will do that, the State Department?
I am. Listen, this is a terrifying prospect that a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil can engage in constitutionally protected activity, speech, and then fly overseas and be detained. Imagine if the United States were to detain an Emirati for lawful behavior in their own country, but we decided to detain them here. It's wrong, and it does have a chilling effect, and it's scary.
Yeah. Are you hopeful that Secretary Kerry will make a public statement? Maybe the President of the United States will weigh in on this?
I'm very hopeful. We remain in contact with state and the UAE each day. I'm going to keep pushing this. Listen, we need to get Ryan home. Ryan and his family need our prayers. We need to get Ryan home. This is wrong what the UAE has done. I'm appealing to them, and I hope they will reconsider this.
Congressman, thanks a lot for all you're doing. We'll continue to follow this story to its hopefully happy outcome.